I wouldn't.
Quote me. When I give you the proof, you give me the Quran verse where it says he did not die. When you do that,
believe in the Quran?
No, I don't believe in the Quran. But
So there's
no. I want to know what
it's not only
Islam
the
teaches.
for you to ask him for something you don't believe in.
No, I want to know what Islam teaches.
So I want to give you the proof from the Bible that he didn't die. That's what I want to do. You believe in the Bible, so you spend it, but you have to believe in it.
No. I will give you my evidence, yeah? But when I give my evidence, I don't want to hear an atheist argument. I don't want to hear a Jew argument. You're a Muslim.
Yeah.
I want you to quote the Quran, because you're a Muslim.
But we not only believe in Quran as Muslim.
Okay.
We believe in Injil.
Has the Bible changed?
If any Muslim, what's
The Bible changed?
Can I say one? Can I say one? No, wait. One second.
It has changed, yeah.
Has the Bible changed?
You asked me a question, one second.
Has the Bible changed?
Old Testament or New Testament?
Has the Bible changed?
The Bible? I'm talking about Injil.
Has the Bible changed? Has the Bible changed?
Which one?
See, you're not being honest. I'll give you the evidence. I'll give you the evidence that Jesus died. When you give evidence, you have to have multiple evidences, yeah?
I'll give you from the Bible as well.
No, listen. I'll give you the evidence. I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you something now. I'm going to quote something to you.
Please. From which version? Edition. Translation.
How many editions?
Not versions. Not versions. No. It says edition. Let's use the word.
Keep in one place.
Okay? I'll quote some in a minute.
I'm correcting you.
I'll give you the evidence. When you, in history, when you want to verify something's a fact, yeah? You have to have multiple evidences.
That's what your point is saying. We have to agree with that. So come with
But if I give evidence from my side, that's bias. But if I give evidence, listen, if I give evidence, listen, no, let me finish. Let me finish. Listen, let me finish. When I give you evidence, I am giving you evidence that is enemy evidence from the enemies.
That doesn't make it true. That doesn't make it true.
It's true, but it makes it good, especially when these are reliable.
No.
Right, I'm going to give you some evidence. The Quran says that Jesus did not die on a cross.
Can I say something once?
Let me finish. The Quran says Jesus did not die on a cross. Right? That's what the Quran says. Would you agree?
And the Bible says something as well.
Okay. Now, when Jesus was dying on the cross, Josephus, a Jewish historian, round about 80 AD, who did not like Christians, who was an enemy of Christians, who used the best material that he could get, because, listen, let me finish.
80 years on. 80 years after the event.
Let me finish.
Okay, carry on.
First century historians tried to use eyewitness material. Did you know that? Did you know that? No, let me finish my argument and then you can deconstruct it. Yeah?
I'm not going to deconstruct your
Let
argument.
me finish the argument. Let me finish the argument.
Make your point.
There was a historian called Polybius in 2B eyewitness material. First century historians followed Polybius. Josephus, a first century historian, said an enemy of Jesus said Jesus died under Pontius Pilate. Tacitus, a Roman historian, an enemy of Jesus, says he died under Pontius Pilate. What are you going to believe? Those witnesses and eyewitnesses, John was an eyewitness, and other eyewitnesses, or are you going to believe the Quran that came 600 years after by a guy who you say couldn't even read and write?
Okay, good point. That's a good point.
Give me your evidence.
That's a good point. Hello?
I'll listen to your argument.
Wait for the counter argument. We have, in this country, we had a guy called Jack the Ripper, yeah? We had a guy called Jack the Ripper. And apparently he went and slaughtered 5... Don't take me, please. I don't want you to take me. Don't take me. I don't want you to take me. He slaughtered some X amount of women in the Whitechapel area, and criminologists have been studying this for donkeys years. Please don't take me, yeah? Right? And they're still coming up with, they've got all the technology now, mitochondrial DNA, everything, and they're still saying it's X, Y, and Z. They don't know who it is, yeah? But you're saying, because the enemies of Jesus at the time, 80 years after his death, said that this about him, it must be true.
Yeah.
This is your faith. This is your faith.
I'll give you an argument.
This is your faith.
Let me finish. Dominic Crossan, who was a skeptic, right? Bar Ehrman, who are skeptics, they do not like what I believe. They're against me. They're against the Bible, against Jesus. Dominic Crossan, the world authority in historical Jesus studies, said that Jesus dying on the cross is one of the most well-attested facts in ancient history. Amen. Anthony Flew, an atheist who then became a deist, but as an atheist he said the historical evidence for Jesus is the best well-attested historical evidence in ancient history when he was an atheist. Also, Bart Ehrman, who is famous in America for attacking the Bible, he says that it's a fact that Jesus died on the cross. So we've not only got ancient historians, we've not only got eyewitness accounts, we have some of the best scholars in the world today who are against what I believe, saying and agree. The Muslims, the Muslims,
never saw Jesus. They never saw Jesus.
Let me finish and then I'll let you come in.
They never saw Jesus.
You've got to deal with this as an academic with scholarship. You're not coming with any scholarship.
Okay, Jason.
What was the evidence?
Yaki, stop. Jason, where did you study Islam? Have you got a degree in Islamic studies?
I've got a degree in Christianity. Yeah?
Okay, have you got a degree? Have you got a degree in the Quran?
Brother.
No, stop. 1 minute.
I got a degree from Manchester University. No, excuse me.
Do you have a degree in the Quran?
Let me finish. I have. Let me finish.
Let me talk to you in your language.
No,
let me talk to you in your language. You made the point. You made the point.
Brother, you asked for historical facts.
We're talking about.
Ask you for historical fact that you give him historical facts. Brother, wait, he asked for historical fact that you give him historical facts. Amazing, this is the page, yeah?
What I've given you.
This is before Nicaea.
Is the basic scholarly information, yeah?
No, you asked for historical facts, so we're going to give some historical facts. Because the argument has been like, it's a controversial argument from ever since. And the Quran rightly said, the point is out, the Quran says, it appears, they perceive it so in other words, they appear to them so. Yes.
Okay.
So then, therefore, I would not deny that when you say, the Jews perceive that someone died in a cross or whatever, I agree with that.
So, can I say something while he's looking for it, yeah?
No, let him look for it.
Can I say something, Jason?
If you say, I'll let you speak.
Jason, we had a guy from your neck of the woods called Yorkshire Ripper, and he said God told him to kill the women. Does that make it true?
Listen.
Does that make it true?
Listen.
That's the argument you're putting forward.
Let me just.
You're good, but just not good enough. We're born in this country.
No, wait, listen. Let me give you a 101. I have a degree in theology from Manchester University, studied at MA. This is my topic, bro. Historical Jesus studies, yeah?
The good thing is, you should stick to your topic. Yeah? Chemistry is my subject, yeah?
Criminology.
You're only academic in your subject. That doesn't make you a master of all trades. That doesn't make you a master of all trades.
Let me finish.
No, you're trying to be patronising. You're very good at it. You are. And with your colleague, you're tapping you on the back.
It's not historical studies. We're looking at historical Jesus studies.
Alright, listen. I'll go.
Okay.
The Quran says.
This is the Quran.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you say Muhammad, who came later.
When we've done this.
Remember the Quran is the claim behind the word of the Quran is not Prophet Muhammad's words. It's the Creator word.
Okay.
Not bounded by past, no.
Okay.
So it's God is speaking, not Prophet Muhammad's word. Let's not make that very clear.
Okay, go on.
So God says in the Quran, they said in boast, meaning the Jews, we have killed the Messiah Jesus, the son of Mary, the messenger of Allah. But they did not kill him, nor did they crucify him. That is very clear. But another was made to resemble him to them. And indeed, those who differ over it are in doubt about it. They have no knowledge of it and follow only conjecture. And they did not kill him, being certain of his identity. So somebody is killed. So if you have those historians saying this and saying that, this is what it's the deception that it's what they perceive. Their own perception deceives them. Like, you know, if I'm coming and I see and I think I see a £5 from a distant way, but when I go closer, it's a paper. It doesn't mean God deceived me. My own perception deceived me. Yes. So
is this your argument?
No, wait. No, so I'm gonna go to some. You said there's no. You said the historian says this.
I just want your evidence.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you some now.
I'm listening to you with respect.
I'm gonna give you some now. The current statement that Jesus was neither slain nor crucified, and another was killed, whom they assume was Jesus, stands very much in favor of the divine origin of the Quran. Many argue that had Muhammad been a forger, the crucifixion would be the last detail he would change. However, further study reveals that Christians during the pre-Islamic era followed just a diverse doctrine. Try to make it like it's not diverse, listen. As they do today. Amongst these beliefs were that Jesus was not crucified, and many early Christian sects denied that the crucifixion even occurred. This begs the question as to why they denied the crucifixion of Jesus. H.M. Listen now, give reference now. H.M. Watkins in his book Early Church History, stated the stumbling block of the age of early Christianity was not so much Jesus' divinity, but his crucifixion. Some of the first group that followed the way of Jesus and also several other historical sources other than the Quran verse confirm that Jesus did not mention.
I'll give you 1 more minute.
Mention that Plotinus, who lived in the 4th century, stated that he had read a book called The Journeys of the Apostles, which related tradition of Peter, John, Andrew, Thomas, and Paul, among other things. The book stated that Jesus was not crucified, but rather another in his place, and therefore Jesus and the apostle had laughed at those who believe Jesus had died on the cross. Also similar to this belief of Basilides and his followers, students, were known as the Basilidians. These are early historians.
You're finished.
And there's many more. I'll only give you that. There's many more.
Let me come back to you, yeah? Let me come back to your argument, what he's made, yeah? I give you, can I just come back to his argument? I give you early sources, I give you Josephus, I give you Tacitus, right? I also give you eyewitnesses from the Gospels, yeah? Now listen, you're giving me quotes from a few scholars and you're giving me quotes from a few historical sources. They come later. They come later than after Josephus. But here's the point, This is a very important point. You could have early sources and later sources, but the later sources could be better than the early sources. So even if it's early, even if it's early, it doesn't make it right. My sources are earlier, but my sources are not only earlier, they're of better quality. And the reason why they're better...
And then the actual disciple laughed.
Let me finish.
Disciples laugh of those who be
let me finish. Let me finish the argument. Let me finish. They're better quality.
He was one of the most reliable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My sources are my sources.
I'm sure more research can only come after, not before.
Let me finish. My sources are earlier, and not only are they earlier, they are better quality. Josephus and Tacitus. If you've got two enemies who are saying that Jesus is crucified, it's better than this evidence. Your evidence. Wait a minute. Let me finish. The evidence that you're quoting is later. Now here's the point. If you get the Gnostic Gospels, if you read all the Gnostic Gospels, have you read the Gnostic Gospels? If you read the Gnostic Gospels, they all quote from the 4 Gospels, showing you that the 4 Gospels were in the 1st century and the Gnostic Gospels were in the 2nd century. Secondly, the Gnostic Gospels don't tell you anything about Jerusalem. The 4 Gospels give you minutiae detail about Jerusalem. For example, in Gospel of John, it tells you that the pool of Bethesda, where it's got 5 porticos, detail in the 4 Gospels, showing you that the 4 Gospels were written in the 1st century, near the time of Jesus, where the Gnostic Gospels were in the 2nd century. And these scholars are in that camp. There's a scholar called Dr. Bauer, and he's behind these theories, and these theories come with postmodernism. And postmodernism says there is no one truth. And because there's no one truth, they say when you go back to history, there were multiple views of Christianity. But when it came to the cross, there was one clear message that somebody died and rose again.
You missing my point. I'm agree with you. Somewhat, because according to someone that I agree with you. But when you try to make like it's definitely like this, the Messiah Jesus, that's where the problem comes in.
I respect you.
Because you have early stuff like, for example, another early.
I'll let you
all the great. Listen, you know what mention?
Let him finish his argument and then we'll call it a day.
These are people who believe in crucifixion. H. Lincoln Michael, Richard Lay, in their controversial and critical acclaim.
Okay, who is he?
No, all the blood and the Holy Grail. Listen,
who is he though?
No, listen, this is historical document.
I know the scholars.
Mention a historical text in the Nag Hammadi scrolls.
I've read them.
And state that these manuscript contains manuscript entitled "The Treatise of Seth." Here it is mentioned that Jesus was not crucified, even though a crucifixion did take place. I'm saying a crucifixion take place, but I'm saying your identification is wrong. So we expect that someone to say that.
My friend, those Gospels, the Nag Hammadi Gospels, I've read all the Gospels. I've read all these, right? I've got lists here. I've got notes on them. When you read these guys, these Gnostic Gospels are quoting, right? That scholar, when he's saying they say Jesus didn't die, but they're quoting the 4 Gospels, which shows you the Gnostics. Listen, the Gnostics believed that the four Gospels were authoritative. So this scholarship,
You have not just Jesus Barnabas. You have many different beliefs. Some people say many different. Simon of Cyrene, there's many different beliefs.
Well, scholarship is going. It's not good scholarship, bro. Honestly, mate, it's not good scholarship. You've got to read the Gnostic Gospels yourself. Go to the primary sources. Read Josephus yourself.
The oldest gospel, the oldest Bible in the world.
Not just the scholars.
The oldest gospel in the world.
I quote Scott.
The oldest gospel in the world. Do you know where it is now?
The oldest gospel
In the world, yeah.
P45 in it's in Ryland's.
The oldest Bible in the world.
The oldest Bible
In the world, yeah.
we have Sinaiticus and
oldest
Vaticanus.
The oldest gospel in the world. You know where it is?
I've told
It's
you.
too well known. There's an ITV documentary with a guy on my
I've told you. I've told you P45.
In Greece.
No,
The oldest one is in Greece.
no, we have P45 in Manchester. That's the oldest piece of the gospel that we have.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's narratives there. When you try to make it like okay then now, everyone who said that who said that Jesus died, that's not historical. It's been diverse since someone died, but some people say it's not him.
My friend, I respect you, yeah, and I really great respect to you talking to me, yeah. But let me ask you a question. You don't have to answer it, right? Have you read the Gnostic Gospels? Have you read them all?
I don't read them all.
No, that's what you need to do. If you're going into a debate on that subject, you've got to read it. I've read them. I can tell you that the scholars are wrong, and I challenge you to go and read them.
Why are they wrong? Because you read the Gnostic Gospel?
No, because if you read the Gnostic Gospels, the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, do not quote the Gnostic Gospels, right? But the Gnostic Gospels are always quoting the four Gospels. That tells you that the Gnostic Gospels believed the four Gospels were authoritative, and they came after the four Gospels. The four Gospels are earlier historical sources. No, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and they're the earliest historical source, and they match what Josephus said.
But but he said Bart Ehrman about Josephus. Bart Ehrman said Josephus didn't mention nothing much about Christ.
No,
Bart Ehrman been a historian. You know what he says? Josephus mentioned nothing much about Christ. He only said about Christ in passing by.
no, Bart Ehrman.
He didn't mention nothing much about
Bart
Christ.
Ehrman, in Josephus, yeah, there's a bit where he says he rose again. Most scholars don't believe that bit, but Bart Ehrman and most scholars believe that in Josephus, when it says he died under Pontius Pilate, Bart Ehrman and most scholars believe that. Right? Scholarship is split between three camps. The first camp say it's all true about what Josephus says, that Jesus died and rose again. The second camp, the biggest camp, is that it's half right, Josephus, yeah? And someone interpolated, put a little bit in about the resurrection, yeah? And then there's a small minority say it's not Josephus. Listen. Victor Vermees is the world authority on this. Let me finish, man. Victor Vermees is the world authority on this, who recently died, says that the vast majority of scholars in the middle who say that Jesus died, and that Pontius Pilate says Jesus died, that Josephus said that Jesus died and Pontius Pilate, the vast majority of scholars agree with that. Okay? They agree with that. Alright, I'm going to go, yeah. Respect to you. Thanks for debating.
Check out the oldest book, it's okay.